UW360 is proudly supported by BECU, a not-for-profit member-owned credit union. Pacific Office Automation, copy, print, workflow, and IT. Problem solved.
Eleni Englert was born to be an athlete. It runs in the family.
I think having 3 brothers made me really competitive. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do my best at it.
Eleni was also born with Stargardt's disease, an inherited form of macular degeneration that affects young people. She was diagnosed in 5th grade.
What I have is it's pretty much essentially a blind spot in the center of my vision, right around the optic nerve on the retina. So pretty much it's like holding your fist right in front of your face.
As she grew up, Eleni watched that blind spot grow, blocking more of her sight. In middle school, she continued to play basketball and volleyball using her peripheral vision.
For shooting, like I'd look at the basket, but you can't see the basket, so you kind of like, you go off like clues, but we had the problem of I'd go up to block or I would try and receive a pass and the ball would go straight to my face. So we're kind of like, we need to find another sport.
That's when Eleni discovered crew, and she never looked back.
Up and overhead, ready, up, toes to the edge.
It was a big part of her college search, and it led her to the University of Washington.
We were looking for really good disability resources, so like access and technology, and if I could get note takers and work in Braille, and then I wanted a really good rowing program because I knew I definitely wanted to keep rowing. And then I wanted like really high caliber academics too.
Her guide dog is Briggs, and he helps Eleni get around campus. But once on the water, she says her visual impairment actually has some advantages.
On the water, she has a really good sense of feeling the motion of the boat and hearing the movement in the boat.
In rowing, I feel like if you don't look, sometimes it helps you because you can feel what everyone's doing and feel what you're doing. When I get in the water, I just think, okay, I'm gonna pay attention and try and pick a few things this practice and just try and make them perfect.
A few accommodations are necessary. During training on rowing machines, Eleni can't see the data output that tells her how hard and how fast she's rowing.
And so we're looking into getting special devices that actually fit onto the rowing ergometer that give her auditory cues every time interval, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds.
UW Crew has a history of Olympic gold, and Eleni may join that elite group someday. In 2012, she was part of the U.S. Paralympics team in London.
The sky is the limit for her. Eleni's a competitor, but she's, as much as she's a competitor, she's a team player. And so that's one of the things that makes it easy to love Eleni, is that she likes all of her teammates and she's 100% behind everyone.
And someday, when college is over and rowing is just for fun, Eleni plans a career of continuing to support others.
In a long, long term, I would really like to be a lawyer and do like disability advocacy. Because like the problems I went through in school shouldn't have to be dealt with by other blind students. I think I would really like to go into some kind of field where I can change that a little bit.